Hi, today I thought I would do the like homemaker slash stay-at-home mom Q&A. I think it'll be fun for me to look back on in a couple of years, and hopefully it's at least somewhat entertaining. Just a quick warning, it's going to be very choppy because I plan on doing just one or two of the questions at a time in short little clips. That's partly because Ani should wake up anytime now. It's about 7:15, and also partly because I have some stuff I want to get done, and I'll just film this in between all of that. So, without further ado, question number 1. Has anyone ever said anything negative about you staying home? The answer to that is yes, but not to my face. There have just been some comments made, primarily to my wife, along the lines of, well, why is she staying home when you're the biological mom? Shouldn't you stay home? Everybody's entitled to their opinion, and actually in our case, Lauda did stay home for the first 5 months, and then since she made a little bit more money, she went back to work, and I stayed home. Also, I wanted a turn to stay home too. So other than that, if people have negative remarks or negative comments, they haven't said them to me, or they haven't made their way back to me. So it is what it is. All right, question 2 is, what is your favorite and least favorite part of staying home? Favorite part is right here. You're my favorite part. For a couple reasons. 1, I like watching her grow up. 2, for a long chunk of my life, I really didn't think I was going to be able to have a family, let alone a child. And 3, I mean, she's cute. How could I not have that as my favorite part? My least favorite part is probably just the pressures of all the things I put on myself to get done during the day, and obviously she keeps me busy, so I don't get a lot of them done, and then I feel guilty. Just to make that clear, those are things that I put on myself, not my wife putting on me. Question number 3. What is your favorite and least favorite chore? Favorite chore, I guess doing grocery shopping. Now that I get to go during the day in the week, it's not busy, which is my favorite thing. I can also go to a few different stores to try to get some deals, and I have a really cute shopping buddy. Least favorite chore, at least the least favorite consistent chore, is probably laundry, because it is never ending. Other than that, I hate dusting. Question number 4. What time do you wake up and what time do you go to bed? Wake up usually around 6. I'm trying to wake my way earlier. That way I can start working out again. That is pretty consistent. Go to bed, it really depends. There have definitely been nights when I go to bed when she does, around 7. It's not often, but it happens. My usual bedtime's probably somewhere around 10, sometimes a little earlier, sometimes a little later. She still sleeps in our room and wakes up quite often at night, so we try to go to bed a little earlier to compensate. So I'm going to say 6 a.m. and 10 p.m. roughly. Question number 5. Do you have anything on in the background while you clean or do chores? Her? She's always on in the background. I'm just kidding. If she's awake and I'm cleaning and doing chores, I usually have either some baby music playing, whether that's classical or like toddler songs or Disney songs, or whatever audiobook we're listening to currently. We've listened to a bunch of audiobooks right now. You're choking me, kiddo! Right now we're listening to The Phantom Tollbooth, which is a book I read in middle school and loved. If she's asleep and I'm cleaning or doing chores, I usually have a podcast on or whatever audiobook I'm listening to. And I don't remember what audiobook I'm listening to currently because I've mostly been doing podcasts. So, yeah. No TV though. I don't have TV on. Sometimes I'll have YouTube on, but usually it's a podcast. While I make her breakfast of blueberry and peanut butter oatmeal, I will answer question 6, which is, do you get dressed or stay in PJs? The answer is, it depends. We definitely have days where we're in PJs all day long. It's typically on a Friday. It's been kind of chilly in the mornings here recently and then warmer in the afternoons, so we'll stay in our PJs a little longer. But most days we are in clothes by mid-morning. So a little bit of both, but we do usually get dressed. However, I'm pretty casual, so for me getting dressed is usually like basketball shorts or sweatpants and a hoodie and a t-shirt. Fancy, I know. I just saw question 7, and it is, how often do you do your hair and makeup? And the answer to that is never. I mean, I do my hair in the sense that I wash it when I shower. Is that doing my hair? No, it's not? Okay. And I don't wear makeup. So instead of like, how often do you do your hair and your makeup, I'm going to do how often do you brush your teeth and put on deodorant. And that is always. Question number 8. What area in your house needs the most help? Inside the house, probably the master closet or under the guest room beds. But in the whole house, the garage is our dumping ground. Since we're currently trying to just get rid of stuff, it's going in the garage, and we're hopefully going to have a garage sale some point soon, which will go a long way in helping. So the garage needs the most help. Question number 9 is, how often do you find yourself distracted? And to that, I'm going to say, distracted from what? Distracted from the baby? I'd like to think never or very, very rarely. She is my attention, has my attention. Is this good oatmeal? Distracted from doing chores and cleaning, probably whenever the baby is awake. Question 10 is, do you enjoy staying home or do you miss going to work? I love staying home. In some ways, I think I was built to stay home. But that said, I absolutely loved my last job, and I do miss the people and the work that I was doing. So, a little bit of both, but for the most part, I love staying home. Question number 11 is, what chore is never ending? Easy. It is a tie between laundry and dishes, but the tiebreaker is which chore takes up more time, and that is laundry. Laundry is never ending, and it eats up the most time chore-wise. Laundry. Least favorite and takes the longest. Question 12. What is your favorite way to relax or have me time? When we were a 2-salary home, it would be go get a massage. I love a massage. I've always said if I ever get rich, that would be the first thing I would, not the first thing, the first person I would hire to help me around the house, massage therapist. However, on a 1-salary teacher budget, that's not possible. Previously would have been reading, but I do a lot of reading and audiobooks during the day now with the baby. So my favorite way to relax or have me time is probably taking a long shower in the evenings before bed while Lauda handles Ani's bedtime routine. Question number 13. How often does your wife chip in? Oh, you mean Wonder Woman? All the time. Actually, I feel like we have a pretty good balance because when Ani was first born, I was working and Lauda stayed home. I have an understanding of what it feels like to be the working parent who comes back home. And because Lauda stayed home and I worked, she has an understanding of what it feels like to be the stay-at-home parent. So we're pretty good about telling each other what we need, as well as just a kind of anticipating. You know, when I've had a rough day, Lauda's great about pitching in with doing the dishes after dinner and, you know, really making sure she doesn't ask me to do anything with Ani, although I totally would. And vice versa. When I know she's had a rough day at work, I try to make sure that, like, dinner is ready. I do all the dishes. I wash her pump parts. I offer help. I see if she needs a break. Just little things like that. I feel like we're really good at chipping in and helping each other, but also communicating what we need from the other person. Question 14. When do you do chores? Answer is whenever I can. If Ani's in a good mood, I'll have her in her high chair or over in her extra saucer, somewhere that she is contained, and I'll do a few shorter chores. For instance, getting her oatmeal ready this morning. You done? You want some water? Or I'll wait till she's asleep and do some quiet chores like folding laundry. But it's a lot of just finding time when she is not awake and active. Question 15. How do you balance being a stay-at-home mom and YouTube? Easy. YouTube's just a hobby. If I've got too much going on with this one or too much going on otherwise, YouTube takes a back burner. It's just something that I like to do and that fills my days, particularly when she's napping. What is your favorite room in the house and why? Favorite room? This one. The living room. And the why is because this is where we spend our family time and make all of our memories. Plus, this is where most of her toys are. Current toy, my face. Question 17. What is your least favorite room in your house and why? Aesthetically, it's the kitchen. I'm in the kitchen all the time. We really want to redo the kitchen. We knew when we moved in we would want to redo the kitchen. But 1-salary home means that's going to wait a while. Functionally, it's probably our guest room. It's this weird hybrid of like storage / guest room / office. And we just need to kind of figure out what we want to do with that space, configure it, and leave it. We've redone that room, I think at least 3 times in the year that we've lived here. So functionally, the guest room, aesthetically, the kitchen. Question 18, does your home reflect your style and why? Yes, I think it does. We're pretty casual, laid back, nerdy, and I feel like our house is pretty like comfy, casual, and there are definitely nerdy little accents all around the place. And question number 19 is, what does your house smell like? Currently, it probably smells like dryer sheets because I have the dryer running with a couple blankets in there and dryer sheets. But on a usual basis, we don't use a lot of like fragrances or candles or anything like that, so it probably smells like whatever we've got cooking for the next meal. And finally, question 20 is, what are your weak points and strong points as a stay-at-home mom / homemaker? My weak points are probably that, I think I already said this, that I have kind of big expectations of what I want to get done, and when I don't get those things done, I feel guilty for not doing them. Another weak point is Ani is usually fed up with me and ready for mama at about 4 p.m. But Lauda doesn't get home until like 5:15, and by the time she gets here, I have let Ani's bad attitude kind of transfer over to me. And if I'm not careful, I can be snippy with Lauda. So I have been working on that, but it's definitely a weak point. My strong points, I think, are that I try to do a lot of things that either she'll find fun or good for her development. I'm pretty relaxed and flexible with our routine and the things we get done. I don't get stressed if she wakes up early or doesn't take a nap. Do you disagree? Apparently she thinks I do get stressed, and I probably do sometimes, but most of the time I'm pretty flexible. And hopefully my other strong point is that I'm a good support to my wife, who works super crazy hard to bring home a paycheck that lets me stay home with our gorgeous daughter. So yeah. All right, and those are all of the questions. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. I will put the questions below in case you're interested in doing them. But for now, we've got some playing and some reading to do. So I think that's gonna be it. Thanks, bye.